ready to go. Packers will receive, and here we go, the NFL on Fox. And here comes Bo Melton on the return for Green Bay. He runs into a wall at the 30, and then a penalty flag flies as well. As we see Jordan Love.
During the return, holding on the return team, number 27. 10-yard penalty, Green Bay's ball, 1st and 10.
And so after the penalty, they're going to get it to Josh Jacobs, who's back in the lineup after missing Sunday's game. Jacobs nursed a knee injury, but back in there healthy, and it's good to have him back.
They want to establish the run so they can set up some play-action pass.
Here's Love, back to throw, dart over the middle, and it is complete and caught. That's Christian Watson, his biggest playmaker, and that is a 1st down on a nice-looking route. 1st and 10 after that 18-yard gain. Run it again. Jacobs looking for a little shimmy and a little move, and that's a nice solid run. Going to pick up about 4 against this Lions defense, who had their hands full with Jameis Winston. Only 2 games this year. Here's Love looking to get it outside on the swing pass. Gets it to Wicks. Makes a move and a good pickup. He's going to be about a half-yard shy of the 1st down. Jacobs gets it. Easy 1st down and more for Josh Jacobs. Bouncing off Lions and on his feet down to the 40.
It's called a duo play right here. There's 2 guys here on this defensive tackle, and look right where he runs through. That's called the A gap, right between the center and guard, right in the middle of the defense. One area that this offense always wants to exploit is between the tackle.
As good as Emmanuel Wilson played in his absence. Jacobs again, wow, spins away from a big hit, and instead of a loss, going to pick up a yard or so. He's got around Brian Branch. Emmanuel Wilson in the game in the backfield, but Love going to throw near side. Good throw on time that time. Wilson gets it. Up the middle he goes and picks it up easily. So Emmanuel Wilson, who played really well, over 100 yards in the win on Sunday. Drive for the Packers. Fake to Bo Melton. Love. A lot of time. Face deep. Now in trouble. Running away from Davenport. Fires, he had a man, and it's a little slow. Melton came out of there unscathed, but Love just missed. 2nd and 10. Love over the middle. Guns it low and incomplete for Watson that time on the cross, and it's 3rd and long. It's coming. Love in some trouble. Back foot throw. Incomplete. And the Lions make a stand. Derek Barnes and others had some pressure there, and that'll send out the field goal unit. And McManus is into it, up and through. So a nice drive by the Packers. Down the field they go. They'll take the field goal in an early 3-0 lead in Detroit. Sailors will take a knee. And so the Lions will take on out to the 35, where we see Jared Goff, who... Goff trips, gets it to Gibbs somehow, who gets stuffed. He maybe leans forward for a yard and a half or so. All eyes on him. Here's Goff on a play fake. Looking over the middle. Sims it incomplete that time for Jamison Williams.
Which makes the quarterback a little uncomfortable when you see a few missed throws.
Blitz in his face. He gets decked. Ball's out. No ruling now. Incomplete pass. Wow. What a start for the Packers defense, forcing the 3 and out.
Some of those new blitzes, too, KB, on 3rd down can really challenge you early in the game on these short weeks.
And a fair catch call for, you're right. 3-0 Green Bay, and they will get it back. And looking to run the ball. Outside little flip to Bo Melton, who gets it. And there's not much there. Played well by Brian Branch. Well, close. Love got it off. Throwing near side. Knocked away. Intended for Wicks. But a meek Robertson, who Dan Campbell just loves. 3rd and 9. Love stands in. Floats one over to Brooks. Gets decked. And he's short. Terrion Arnold from the secondary comes up and pops him, in the Lions. So Wheelan on the punt. Tom Kennedy back to return. He was just called up for the injury to Khalif Raymond, who's out today. Kennedy gets a chance. A good return it is for Kennedy. Well, welcome back to the Lions, Tom Kennedy. It's a nice little return after a big-time punt. The Lions get it to Jahmyr Gibbs, who had a crazy week on a game on Sunday. And this time Gibbs with a nice little run. Going to pick up about 7 that time. So hope they'll give it to Gibbs a lot. And Jahmyr Gibbs is surging forward, and that second push is going to get a 1st down. And still going as Gibbs somehow Goff still on his feet. And here's his chance. Montgomery wrapped up immediately. We get a penalty flag too, far side of the field that time.
Illegal formation by the offense. The left tackle was initially uncovered. It's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Yeah, he brings just such a physical element to this team.
Presumably for at least the regular season, but Brock Wright, who played great in his replacement last week, he's also out. Here they're going to flip it out to Montgomery again, but he is swarmed outside. Edger and Cooper, Xavier McKinney, and others. Second down. Four-man rush for Goff. Steps in, one throws low and incomplete. Jamison Williams, the intended receiver.
There's Parsons standing up.
Micah Parsons gets double teamed. Goff, though, still in trouble and sacked anyway. Guess who got up there? Double team didn't matter. Parsons and Enagbari.
Seen that just relentlessly, and they move him around quite a bit so the offense can't find him. Lined up over the center, moves through the guard. And then just that relentless pass rush. Enagbari on the sack is with Micah every day, and they watch his relentless pass rush, how he's getting after the quarterback, fighting off chips, and they feel like they got to step their game up too, and they have this season.
Jack Fox's punt is taken by Dobbs, who's hit immediately.
Pretty good Thanksgiving for us in the booth.
3-0 Packers. Here's Jared Love getting blitzed and flushed away. Looking deep, throwing deep, and it is incomplete as Watson covered there by Robertson, and we go downstairs to EA. Four-man rush, dumps over the middle to Josh Jacobs, who surges ahead and going to bring up a third down and about 2 after an 8-yard pickup. Play clock at 1. Love just barely gets it off. Run to Jacobs. Good move. More. Jacobs breaks free into Lions territory, and he's down inside the 40.
Such a great cut. This is just a flash block to the backside. It's a front side read. And you see just out the back door behind Wiley.
They bring on Emmanuel Wilson and Chris Brooks now. Little pitch to Wilson. Tries to get outside, and then a good cut from Wilson, who's going to pick up 5. He was sensational filling in for Jacobs.
His play style, his running style, and his toughness that he's brought to this offense as well.
Give it to him again. This time they take him down immediately as Alex Anzalone.
Oh,
movement up front. Might be a free play. Love's going to take a shot, going to the end zone. Dobbs knocked away from DJ Reed.
Offside. Defense number 98 in the neutral zone at the snap. That 5-yard penalty will result in a first down.
Yeah, once you get the offsides.
Jacobs right side in trouble. Jacobs wrapped up by Anzalone. Swarming Lions that time. Ali McNeil really blew the play up.
Paving the way for Josh Jacobs to run through some of those between tackle plays.
Love going for the end zone. Watson knocked away. There's Brian Branch, who is all over it. Love looking, floating for the corner. Wait, he is! Is he in? Waiting for the signal. Yes, he's in! Touchdown, Packers!
Little bit of a double move.
Field is a touchdown.
No, he is not going to be in. I don't think. Let's see.
Yeah, Harper coming over with the contact 1.
Now from that angle.
No. What a play by Harper to come over and
on the border, and they upheld that after looking at it. Some play on 4th and 2. Dontayvion Wicks. A gutsy call, and it paid off. Now the Lions find themselves in an early hole. And they'll take a knee and start from the 35 here. Let's go back to the touchdown. See what they can do. As Gibbs will get it. Looking for a little seam, and there is nothing. Just walled up there by Devontae Wyatt, who
to try to make sure they can get as many bodies as a ball carrier as possible.
Here's Goff looking, throwing high. It's caught by Jamison Williams. Breaks the tackle, and Jamison Williams down to 42. Boy, do they need that. And Jamison gives them a spark. The first completion all day from Jared Goff goes for 23.
That middle part of the field between the line of scrimmage and 15 yards is a good place to throw.
Here's Williams way back there in trouble because the Packers blew that play up, and he's going to lose a ton. Wow. Kingsley Enagbari, Keyshawn Nixon just smelled it from the beginning.
And not a bad play call, just a little bit of misdirection.
Gibbs tries to outrace Parsons, and he does. Look at Gibbs, who's got a first down. Boy, you don't see anybody do that. He ran right by Micah Parsons on the outside to pick up a first and 19 on the rush.
Oh, yeah, he's out, and then he's in. Here's Parsons, who's done a great job actually playing the run on the bottom of the screen. But nobody. Decker's on Parsons, breaking through the line of scrimmage. Valentine's trying to tackle.
Gibbs again. Stutter step up the middle, and a yard, not much there, before he runs into the wall.
Him as a runner back into the teeth of that defense.
More Gibbs up the middle, there's just nothing. Packers, still going. Now he's way back there, and he slides, going to lose some yards. Just trying to make it happen, but it just wasn't there against this Green Bay speed. Four-man rush. Goff. Towards one. Caught! Oh, how about Tom Kennedy? They just upped him to the roster today because of all the injuries, and he picks up a dart down the middle for a first down.
What a throw by Goff. You see the corner, Valentine is trying to squeeze that seam. McKinney coming from the middle. Anytime you have
someone on the inside, he gives it to him. First and goal, penalty flag flies. And Montgomery on a short game, but we'll see what the flag is.
Illegal formation by the offense. Left tackle number 68 was not covered. It's a 5-yard penalty. Repeat first down.
Here's Montgomery looking for a seam. Right side, Montgomery trucking through all the way down to the 6. That's a good run as Montgomery picks up 8. Second and goal. Montgomery again. Right side. Shoulder down and down inside 3. Montgomery in the Wildcat getting the snap. He gets it. Looking to run. Right side. Montgomery cracks in. Touchdown, Detroit.
Yeah, very creative, and we've seen this so much. When you remove Jared Goff, you also take a defender out, so you actually get your advantage when you make Montgomery.
Here's Bates with the extra point try. That kick is up, and it is good. So the Lions finally get the offense going. Bo Melton back deep for Green Bay. On the return. Gets his way back to the 30, where the Packers will take over.
All season long, finishing that corner with play.
Love back foot throw, going deep for Watson, underthrown, comes back, can't make the play. No flag there with Robertson on the coverage.
And hit that bullseye.
Yeah, a little change up, trying to the outside, and it's complete that time to Wicks again, who had the touchdown moments ago to bring up a third down. Love, quick throw outside again, and what a catch by Christian Watson. Wow.
On passes.
Green Bay goes quick to avoid a review that time, and a quick dump it over the middle. It's Brooks who makes the catch. Fumble, it's on Luke. Love picks it up and throws, and almost picked that up. That was a wild sequence. Heath, the intended receiver. Love stands in, fire. Oh, it's caught a dime. Wicks again, who's having a big-time first half. Wicks had 20 catches coming into today. He's got 3 and a touchdown in this first half. Jacobs left side. When you say that, looking at you, sail. What do you mean by that? Wicks has had a big half, most in a game. Singled up. Love on the play pass, looking for downfield catch, and there it is. Wow, Luke Musgrave, the tight end, who can really run. Tucker Kraft then delivers a 23-yard gain.
Wow, Musgrave right there on the flag route on Anzalone, who's a tremendous cover player. Throws it right perfectly, 1 foot in front of the numbers. Musgrave, again, with the loss of Tucker Kraft, it's not as simple as just put someone in there at tight end and see if we can replicate the production. It takes a lot of skill.
Left pick a couple years ago, and a good answer by the Packers here. Give it to Watson on the jet sweep. Outside, stumbles, and is taken down as Ryan Branch played it well. 10th play of the drive. Love on the play fake. Gonna loft one out there, and it's not there to Fitzpatrick, the backup tight end. And we get a whistle and a flag. The Lions had too many men on D.
12 players on defense with the snap imminent. Penalties half the distance to the goal. It's third down.
Love, pressure at the middle, thinks about running, taken down short of the first. Aiden Hutchinson delivers on the chase. Here's Love, looking corner, throwing that way. It is caught by Romeo Doubs. Touchdown Packers.
With Dobbs and Watson, so these corners have to figure out how are we going to handle this. That hand combination by Detroit is we're going to combo it. The first one outside and Reed's just late on the break. So a very good play call. That little strategy of stacking the receivers creates a little indecision is the difference between being open and not, and a great throw by Jordan Love.
You called it, partner, and it worked to perfection. The 5th touchdown of the year from Romeo Doubs. And how about the Packers? I mean, I think a good Thanksgiving brings out traditional, you know.
Yes.
Go a little apple pie, vanilla ice cream, it's okay. One more time, and here is Jahmyr Gibbs, who's not had a ton of room to run, but here breaking tackles, making about 10 Packers miss, but it doesn't matter because the 11th was Evan Williams, and he makes the tackle for no gain. Down 17-7, 2nd and 10, you get all kinds of movement, and let's see who did it first.
Which was on infraction, defense number 52. 5-yard penalty, 2nd down.
Don't think the officials had a chance to hear him.
Yeah, they got a break, Tom. Good stuff there. Here is Goff. Pressure from Wyatt. Runs away, crosses body throw, and has a completion on a 2nd and 5. That's Kennedy again, who's made a couple grabs in this game. 3rd and 1. Montgomery in the game. Gets it surging forward. He's got a 1st down. Tough to stop him for a yard normally, and that'll move the chains with 1:13 to go, and it looks like timeout is taken on the field.
Just in no hurry right now, especially with the loss of some of their weapons. It's just got to be more methodical for the Lions than being explosive.
That's a good pass. Jamison Williams with his speed stays on his feet, and he's inside the 30. He could just fly, and he gives you that electricity bolt. 25 yards on that one.
Yeah, running a...
Here's Goff. Steps in with over the middle. He goes, and there's a short completion to Gibbs out of the backfield. Goff far side of the field. Short throw. Coming back to get it is Kennedy, but that keeps the clock running now.
Spreading these guys out, going to try to create a little space.
Blitz, they get Williams. He breaks the tackle. Jamison Williams! How did he do that? Touchdown, Lions!
A lot of bodies. We're pressuring Jared Goff. Audibles to the quick screen. Valentine misses.
Wow, he's really stepped up without Amon-Ra St. Brown. 3 for 69 and a touchdown now. And the Lions, that's a heck of a drive with 25 seconds to go in this first half, making a 3-point game. And with that, we'll be right back after this message.
His way through the whole process of playing, and that's we'll show you after this kick, that touchdown, and how he got to that screen that now enabled Williams to score.
Here's Melton up to the 25.
First level, it's to the crib.
You're gone. 20 seconds. Packers have 1 timeout. They're going to be aggressive, at least it appears. Love back throws in the flat incomplete. Josh Wiley. That's what they will do. Really good half of football here in Detroit. A lot of action and a lot on the line with playoff positioning and
On the field. Let's get back to football.
oh, it's so good. Pretty good day. Here is Kennedy on the return. Looking for some space for the Lions, and he gives it to him. Kennedy up across the 30, where the Lions will take over there.
He's come alive a bit. They're going to need this running game in the second half with Monty and Gibbs to make up for a lot of that slack, too.
Here's Gibbs, who's every yard has been challenged for him today. Picks up a few. Our Verizon sideline report now with Aaron Andrews. I love that. Be sticky. See if they could do it. First, it's the offense. Going to pitch out near side. Gibbs trying to get to the edge. I haven't seen a team that could do it against the Packers yet. Down to Tom Rinaldi now.
We have to make them.
Tom, thanks. Here is Goff on 3rd down. Back to throw in the middle. Wide open and good for a 1st down. It's Tom Kennedy. Kennedy's been with the Lions on and off for a bit. Practice squad, so he's been around. They know each other, no doubt. Here's Gibbs for the stutter step move up to midfield. He goes. going to pick up 4 yards. Stay with Gibbs. Makes the man miss. Great run from Gibbs. Boy, there's someone right in his face. Colby Wood, and he said, nah, I'm going to dance right around you. 3rd and 2. Gibbs again. Man, Adam, this time he gets swallowed up. Nowhere to run. Give it to Gibbs, and he is swallowed up. The Packers with a stand. Back-to-back stuffs of Gibbs. Parsons was there, so was McDuffie and Green Bay. Defense doing it, and they'll take over. Twice they get to Gibbs, and they'll get it back after that stand. Wow. He's been great today. Now it's the Packers with Jacobs left side, and he goes nowhere. Running into Aiden Hutchinson. That's tough sledding. Love, low top, going deep. Christian Watson down there. He's got it! Touchdown, Packers!
What a throw. What a concept. Watson one-on-one. On Robertson to out and then to up. And that ball's just... When the ball's in the air that long, it's so hard for the DB to make a play on it. But Watson's been doing that since he came into the league. What a throw and what a catch.
His 3rd touchdown pass of the day was a beauty. 51 yards to Christian Watson. And now it's Kennedy on the return. And we're looking for a seam. Tripped up short of the 30.
When your receiver is that fast.
It's interesting as Goff looks around. There's nobody there. He's going to take off and run. Not his forte, but he'll take the easy yards, and he's still on his feet into Green Bay territory. He just saw so much open green. He said, why not? I'll run for 24 if you give it to me.
Yeah, they all kind of match up in zone coverage. You see, as all the receivers come across the screen, so do the defensive backs. Goff's kind of looking over there, and then when he is...
David Montgomery, or the line, excuse me. Here's Goff on a play fake. Over the middle he goes, and just a short completion to Montgomery. Let's go down to EA. It's unretiring, and he's coming back as a play fake. And Goff has time this time. One out to the front and one out. Make a catch, Montgomery with room to roll. And he's got a first down. So David Montgomery down to the 31.
You know you're still going to make yards.
Montgomery stays in. He gets it right side. Good hole. Montgomery chugging his way inside the 20. He had the touchdown run earlier. This time he's down to the 17 with a 14-yard run.
Yeah, great bully ball. Just behind his fullback. No fair dodging. Just a little head shake, but no hesitation.
They stay in it. Here's a fake. Goff can't find it. Now throws, and it's caught for a touchdown. Isaac Tesla, the rookie.
Well, nothing fancy about this route. Tesla's going across.
He's on a heater 6 as Bates with the extra point up and good. So it's the seesaw, right?
The head coach of the New England Patriots, Mike Vrabel's got a good one, too. I think 10 receptions, 10 touchdowns.
That's right.
Tesla's much better athlete than Vrabel.
There's Melton and across the 25.
To block the legally way.
So the crowd into it. Here's Jacobs, gets smacked by Brian Branch from the secondary. He's going to pick up a couple that time. Manuel Wilson in the game now at running back. Give it to Bo Melton on a jet sweep. He's got a lot of room. Melton with a first down. That play worked like a charm. All the way up near the 45 for the Packers as Dobbs gave him a nice block.
Literally in my bedroom. I couldn't believe it. It's taken so many years to do it.
Love to Wicks down the seam, and a beauty to Dontayvion Wicks, who's having his best day of the season. Down to the 25, he goes for 30 yards, and there's an injured Lion. It's Thomas Harper, the safety.
Yeah, there he is. Wicks just sliding through the line of scrimmage, straight up the seam. Again, when I told you earlier in the game, when there's a safety in the middle of the...
That running back. They'll pitch it to him. Has a seam left side. Jacobs running hard. Down to the 19-yard line that time. So Wilson comes in. They give it to him. And Wilson surges forward. Down around the 15. Should be a first down. We'll see where they mark it. Quick throw here out to Romeo Dobbs. Has blocks, makes a cut, and gets smoked at the 10. That time by Brian Branch, who is everywhere.
I love them. And it just hasn't been the focus of this pass offense.
2nd and 5. Love, quick hitter. It's caught by Dobbs. Ball is out. It is recovered and saved by Rasheed Walker. Oh my, what a break. Walker alert and saves the Packers inside the 5.
Yeah, he caught it. Reed knocked it out. And it looked like a little pong. And right into Walker's hands. Great play. It's called a stack hot. Reed comes in from behind.
3rd down and 1. They marked him short there. Here is a Love fake. Looking, pressure in his face, throws it away. And there's a penalty flag on this play. Hang on.
Personal foul, grabbing the face mask, defense number 46. The penalty is half the distance to the goal, an automatic first down.
Love, draw, Jacobs, shuffles, getting pushed. He's going to be short, down to the 1.
Could spring someone wide open.
On the fake, Love throwing it, Wicks makes the catch, lunging, he's in! Number 2 for Wicks, and another one for Green Bay.
Great job. Diagnosing man coverage. Again, they used the stacked receivers on an earlier touchdown. This was a bunch formation, which is a 3-man stack. It requires even more communication. Arnold trying to make the play, but when you're down are so hard for man-to-man teams to sort through. You got 3 guys trying to defend 3 receivers, and God, these guys aren't running like you push each other every single day to be better and better, and that's how you elevate your team to the playoffs when that comes in January.
Here's Kennedy on the turn, upended at the 26 that time.
That's the strategy for a lot of these NFL teams all season long, is to get to the promised land.
Here's Goff with some time, throws, caught, Williams flag too. Right now it's a first down up to about the 40-yard line. Oh, Goff's telling you what he thinks.
Prior to the pass, illegal contact, defense number 24. The penalty is declined.
Yeah, absolute A+.
Here's Montgomery. Oh, little trick play. Back to Goff, who drops the ball and has to get on it. They were looking for a bomb to Jameson Williams, but Goff couldn't corral it.
Remember we talked about those wrinkles early in the game? Yeah, they're going to be in here. We walked through that probably last night, saying, all right, this is the perfect time to call it. Monty, throw it back to me, and, oh, man.
2nd down. They'll get a run going. Gibbs gets a block and then stays in balance. What a run. And balanced by Jahmyr Gibbs that time. 3rd and 6. Gonna run to Gibbs. Oh, great stutter step. Jahmyr Gibbs. That was all him to the outside. And they convert after that drop flea flicker play and make it a first down anyway.
Yeah, no edge to the left side of that defense, and no easier way to gain a first down than just to hand it to your all-pro back, let him bounce outside. Nobody there to defend it. Decker wins his block.
Quarter on a 1st and 10. Jumbo formation with Gibbs in the backfield. Fake it to him. Near side Williams. Jameson Williams, who can just fly, trying to make a crazy play. Jameson Williams. Boy, I don't know who's faster, Jameson Williams or Jahmyr Gibbs. It would be close.
180. What's that?
2nd and 1. Gibbs trying to get to the edge, and he just can't. Green Bay is just so good at it. It's Isaiah McDuffie that time. 3rd down. Goff, far side. Good throw, and it's caught by Williams for another first down. 6th catch of the day for Jameson Williams.
Jameson Williams has shown me a lot of things today.
Over 100 yards now with that one as Gibbs bounces off the defender and then gets hit by a few more as McDuffie came in.
He's all about what he's brought to this organization.
Back to throw again underneath this time, and hits Gibbs out of the backfield. Jahmyr Gibbs.
And they got a great quarterback in this organization for the future.
They run on 3rd down, and Gibbs gets swarmed again. Evan Williams just flying in from the safety spot. Packers send the blitz. Picked up. Goff on the move. Jameson Williams. Drop 6. Maybe a little behind. Couldn't make the play. Well, the Packers are 2 for 2 with 2 touchdowns. It's a big story. Here's Love. Gets away from pressure. Looking to run. Usually not his forte. He's going to pick up Thomas Harper back in at safety for the Lions. Showed you he got hurt last time. Here is a run that goes nowhere. Jacobs maybe a yard. Third down coming up. Third down and 4. Blitz coming. Love sees it. Throws to Watson. One-handed catch. No! He had it but could not bring it in as Amik Robertson had a hand in it. Almost made the play, but it's a huge miss. And the Lions get a big break. Wheeler now sends a rocket of a punt. Oh my goodness. Kennedy lets it go over his head. And just leaks in.
Doing what he did once. It's what an awesome responsibility to have.
Here are the Lions in a drop. Jahmyr Gibbs. By the way, Adrian Cooper, the outstanding young linebacker for the Packers, is back in the game. Number 56. Here's Goff. Sets up. Throws. Oh, what a catch! Diving from Isaac Tesla. Just fantastic in a first down.
And it wasn't a touchdown, KB.
I know, a miracle.
I know, he's probably disappointed. No, he's on this crossing route on Nixon. Beats him by 2 yards. This one's where you want a little rack.
But they'll take it. Look out! Goff is smoked. Guess who? Micah Parsons.
Unbelievable rush by Parsons on Decker. One-on-one at the top. It's just this twitchiness, this little in-and-out head fake. Slaps by his...
Sack and a half today to end his total. Now 11.5 on the year. And that's Ross Dwelly. Pressure around him, stands in, and down he goes. Second sack of the series. It's Enagbare blocked. A penalty flag.
Illegal contact. Defense number 25. Penalty 5 yards from the previous spot. Automatic first down.
Montgomery stays in the game. Give it to him. Right side. And not much. Maybe a yard and a half that time. Goff zips over the middle. Good catch by Jameson Williams. Breaks free. Williams down inside the 20.
Great.
45 yards.
Yeah, great throw in anticipation. Just a simple cover 2, and he gets behind Cooper. And he's off to the races. Goff doesn't even need...
For Jameson Williams, and they needed it. Under 6 to go. Here's Gibbs. Yeah, it's amazing. We showed you that stat at the beginning. Goff over the middle, has a connection, short of a first down. It is Anthony Furser.
Got to get it out quick. A lot of pressure coming.
Third down. Pressure comes. Goff sees it, throws it. It's caught. Gibbs, first down. Clock will run, but the drive continues. By the way, they do this wildcat formation again. Jared Goff is the quarterback at the top of the screen. Montgomery gets it, looking to throw. Montgomery throws a heater, and Dwelly isn't ready for it, and it's incomplete.
Yeah, you put these package of plays together. I can see that backside safety. Where did he come from?
Goff sends in, knocked down at the line. Third and goal. Goff. Pressure. In trouble. Hit and dropped. It's Micah Parsons again. My goodness.
It just happens so fast. He's down here on the bottom, loops around.
And the kick is up and good. So Bates delivers. And it's a 7-point game with 2:59 left. Both these teams chasing the first place Bears. Right now the Lions are on the outside looking in if the playoffs were to start today.
On his first down run.
Did it to Jacobs, and he is wrapped up for a loss that time. Jack Campbell all over it. And Lions will call their first timeout. 2nd and 10. Jacobs again on the left side finds a little seam. That's a good run. He's going to pick up 5 up to the 40. And the 3rd and 5 it is. And the Lions will call their second timeout. 3rd and 5. It's Love with time. Rips it far side. It's caught for a first down to Christian Watson. Watson went out of bounds, and there is a 2-minute warning and 1 timeout left. So the Lions not dead just yet. Jacobs outside rush. Make them take another timeout, you would think. That's what it is. Jacobs up the middle. Jacobs chugs forward for a few. It'll be a 3rd down and short, but that. Love. Blitz is picked up. Looking, throwing. It is incomplete. That's a big play by Brian Branch to knock it away from Watson. Love. Looking around. Pressure in his face. Throws. It is caught. Oh, Dontayvion Wicks lost his shoe. Didn't matter. First down, Packers, and that will do it.
Throw and catch off his back foot. Wicks with Branch right in his hip pocket. You cannot be any tighter than that. And Love feels the heat of Aleem McNeil. What a catch to seal the game.
Man, that was something. Well, there's 6 legs on the turducken. And I feel like there's multiple to go around for these Packers, who are 3 for 3 on 4th down today. And for the Lions, that's going to sting. 7 and 5. They'll fall a little further back in the playoff chase, and now they're just 1 and 3 in the division. Green Bay 3 and 0.
Yeah, and Coach LaFleur said it felt choppy with everyone in and out of the lineup at the line. Secondary, Jaden Reed still out, Tucker Kraft, but they've got to figure out kind of a weird year